Moving on to the other big story that we're tracking, the row over Savarkar is intensifying by the day in Karnataka, with former Chief Minister BS Yediyurappa flagging off a Savarkar Rath Yatra in Mysuru today. This Rath Yatra is part of a campaign called Everywhere Savarkar and is meant to spread awareness about the freedom fighter himself. During the event, Yediyurappa said that it's wrong to speak incorrectly about Savarkar and called it a sin. Meanwhile, another former Chief Minister, JDS leader Kumaraswamy, has hit out at the Bomai government, alleging them of ignoring real issues for Savarkar. Remember, it all started when a banner featuring Savarkar was put up as part of Independence Day celebrations in Shivamoga. A group of Muslim youth objected, removed the banner and then tried to install a Tipu Sultan banner at the same spot. This eventually resulted in a clash between both groups. Police had to end up lathi charging the mob, and one person was even stabbed quite brutally. After the incident, Savarkar posters and banners are coming up and are being put up in different parts of Karnataka by right-wing groups and even members of the BJP.
ಸಾವರ್ಕರ್ ರಥಯಾತ್ರೆ ಮೂಲಕ ಈ ದೇಶದಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಜಾಗೃತಿ ಮೂಡಿಸುವಂಥ, ಸಾವರ್ಕರ್ ಅವರ ವಿಚಾರಧಾರೆಗಳನ್ನ ಜನಕ್ಕೆ ತಿಳಿಸುವಂಥ, ಜನರಲ್ಲಿ ಜಾಗೃತಿ ಮೂಡಿಸಿ ದೇಶಭಕ್ತಿ ಮೂಡಿಸುವಂಥ ಒಂದು ವಿಶೇಷವಾದ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ ಇದು.
ವೀರ ಸಾವರ್ಕರ್ ಇಶ್ಯೂ unnecessarily these BJP friends to spoil the atmosphere of the state. They have encouraging this subject. For that, actually, these Congress friends, they are putting petrol to fight it. What will be the message they wanted to give? Several problems we are facing here.
The big question that really arises out of this Rath Yatra, what is this fight about? Why is there a fight over Savarkar? Why is there a fight if some want to celebrate him? Why is there opposition? And why is the Congress opposing to it while also hoisting Tipu Sultan? Let's take that to our guest joining us. S. Prakash is Karnataka BJP spokesperson. Nagaraju Yadav is from Karnataka Congress. Nagaraju Yadav, if the BJP wants to celebrate Savarkar, let's say they want to take out a Rath Yatra. Earlier, Siddaramaiah was saying that why did you put up his posters in a Muslim area? Why? Why is the Congress even getting into this?
See, Congress is not interested in all these things. We are talking about development all the time. It is BJP which is pushing the people to talk on these issues. BJP is the one trying to bring Savarkar or Hindutva or polarization kind of politics, which is not accepted to Congress, because as a principal opposition in the Karnataka state, we have right to question when the law and order is not in place. When the Shivamoga area, after Harsha's death, there is all becoming sensitive areas. Instead of maintaining the law and order, they are allowing such things to happen, which was questioned by Congress in the interest of the state and the law and order. Nothing else it was. We don't want a polarization kind of vote bank.
I take your point and I will take that to the BJP. What I'm not understanding is, why should Savarkar be so polarizing that it will lead to law and order? Why?
You asking me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. The Savarkar is also son of India. We have no disrespect for an individual.
Yes.
But the ideology what he had the same ideology of Hindutva, and Jinnah had ideology of Islamic country.
Right.
So these kind of ideologies which was not in the interest of a father of the nation, Mahatma Gandhi. We follow the principles of Mahatma Gandhi. We follow the peace given by the root of peace given by the Mahatma Gandhi. But here the conflict comes here between the Hindutva versus Islamic
okay.
issues.
I take that point too. I take that point too. But what was the genesis
that is the reason
of
we oppose
this?
him. It's not individually for something
I get
else.
your point. I get your point. Ideologically, you oppose Savarkar. That's fine. You must discuss, debate, and put forth your point. But in this case, this entire row began because somebody wanted to put up a Savarkar poster. Now, if there is a law and order situation, it's because of people who are opposing it and rioting and fighting over it. Not the Savarkar poster and not Savarkar's ideology. Maintaining law and order is the responsibility of all sides. You cannot say that because I don't like something, I will riot. Mr. Yadav.
Hello? Yeah. No. What I'm trying to say is, it's not because the poster is one issue. What BJP's the track record speaks very well is that they do not take the elections in a democratic way on a development activities. They always want to find something with sentiments of Hindu sentiments, and they want to polarize the elections, and they want to sit on the power, which is not acceptable, which is not good in the interest of Indian democracy.
Then you
The
should stay out
Constitution is
of
very,
it.
very
No, why do
clear.
you let
Freedom
them?
of speech is given.
Why do you let them switch the goalpost?
No, the issue.
You said very rightly the BJP is trying to
what
make
we are
this about Savarkar, and that's why we are reacting. You should not.
Yeah. No. As a principal opposition, when it's unconstitutional, when they're trying to do all sorts of things,
What is
there is so many issues about
unconstitutional?
Savarkar which can be debated.
What is unconstitutional here?
I'll tell you what is. I'll tell you, unconstitutional is that when the area is so sensitive in nature and they are allowing such activities to go on is completely unconstitutional. It's a responsibility of the state government to maintain law and order. It is not a constitutional binding of a state government. When the state government takes things law and order for granted, they want this thing to happen. I'll ask you one more thing.
But I
The
still don't
STP and PFI
understand why Savarkar should be so polarizing that people are compelled to take law into their hands. That's not justified either.
It is polarizing.
You are giving an alibi to those who just come on the streets and riot at the drop of the hat. Today they don't like Savarkar poster. Tomorrow they'll not like somebody else's poster. That is not a reason for rioting. Anyways, but let S. Prakash respond.
No. Let me tell you. The polarization is happening because Savarkar's agenda is Hindutva. Should the Indian Constitution work on Hindutva, or should it work on the principles of Ambedkar given
working
Constitution?
according to Hindutva, sir? We are a democracy.
These are
a political ideology, which is different from Nehruvism.
No, these are the people.
1 second, sir. Sir, please don't speak over it. A political
definitely
ideology which is different than Gandhi's, which is different than Nehru, which is different than Congress is allowed in India. You don't have a monopoly on what ideology should work in India. But now, please let S. Prakash come in. No, sir. In the name of ideology, violence is not tolerable. Let S. Prakash come in. S. Prakash, the point that Mr. Yadav is making is, do you not have any other issues? Why is everything about Savarkar for you ahead of elections? Is this not a deliberate bid to polarize? You don't have better issues to fight the next election?
We are fighting the election on developmental agenda only.
We don't hear about it.
We are fighting the election. We are fighting the election on the state development and also the central government contribution, central government developmental activities. But what happened was, it is the congressman who burned the Savarkar portrait, who protested against Savarkar. Siddaramaiah, as an opposition leader and former chief minister, termed Savarkar as bootlicker of Britishers. They abused him. For us, he is a role model. For us, he is a great freedom fighter. We defend him. It is not the agenda for the election. When a freedom fighter is insulted in national. Sir, I did not speak in between when you are making your point. Please keep quiet. I did not interfere when you were making your point. Mr. Jagareda, you are my good friend. Please listen to me. Okay? We are defending him. It is not an election issue at all. Today, the yatra is not taken by the Bharatiya Janata Party. It is the Savarkar supporters and those who believe in Savarkar is a great freedom fighter. They are taking the message of Savarkar to nook and corner of the 3-4 district, because the huge misconception is being circulated. Misinformation campaign is carried out by the Congress party needlessly. Savarkar is not